What's going on, everyone? Adam here, your local real estate expert. So I want to shoot this quick video to talk about knowing the numbers, and that will change what's going on in the real estate market. Sadly, it's not as exciting as everyone thinks it is, but it is what we need to know to make good decisions and to advise our clients on what to do. So over here, I broke down the major cities in the Inland Empire, and then across the top is active listings, anything for sale over 600, between 5 to 6, between 4 and 5, 3, 4, and then under 300,000. And the reason why this is so important, because if you're a buyer in this market, you need to know, hey, I'm qualified for 450. Okay, well, I want to live in Corona and I'm 450. Well, Corona 450, there's only 36 properties on the market. And the odds of all those houses being great, probably not likely. All right, so out of those 36, there might be only 2. And with all the buyers we have in the market right now, because rates are really stinking low, and this is a crazy time right now, you're gonna have a lot of competition because you're going after the same amount of properties. But if you just move 10 minutes east to Riverside, there's 77 homes. So less chance of you competing on a house that hits the market. But I want to let you know, it doesn't matter what price point you're at right now, it doesn't matter what market you're in, it doesn't matter what city you're in, we're in a seller's market right now. I mean, look at some of the cities. Beaumont, only 66 houses. Paris, only 54 houses. Riverside, 304, when normally we're at like 600. So supply is really, really low. So it doesn't really matter what you're looking for right now. You just have to realize there's probably another 10 to 20 people looking for the same house that you are. And also looking at these numbers, it also helps sellers, right? If I'm a seller right now and I live in Moreno Valley and I think my house is worth, $400,000 to $500,000, there's only 38 homes on the market. This is a great time to put my house on the market because there's a lot of buyers looking in that price range that will eat up my property, and obviously more competition always drives price up. Or the best thing to look at, honestly, for buyers and sellers is that if you're qualified for 300,000 or lower, look at every city, 3, 5, 6, 5, 5, 3. There is nothing in the market right now for under 300,000. It's just not. Rates are so low that's driving all the prices up. There's just nothing out there. So if you're under 300,000, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to probably go to Banning. You're probably gonna have to go to Hemet, San Jacinto, places like that. If you're trying to live in the Riverside, Corona, Mobile, Beaumont, there's just nothing out there. And remember, even though it's listed at 300,000, maybe it has a high tax rate, maybe it have HOA, those are some factors that might bump you out of being able to afford. So going down the list of items that we need to look at is that almost every city has the same amount of houses in the same amount of market. The difference is what you get in Corona for 5 to 6 and what you get into Riverside. It's gonna be a little bit different. Obviously, the more we go east, the more bang for your buck you're gonna get. So what I want buyers to realize by looking at these numbers is 1, there's not that many houses on the market. 2, if houses are sitting on the market more than 2 weeks in this market, that means they're overpriced or they're just not that good. And if they're not that good, that means they're overpriced. And then 3, if you're at the point where you're under 300,000, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to rent or figure out a way, maybe have a co-signer, maybe save some more money to drive your price up, or you're gonna have to go to Banning or Hemet or San Jacinto. And then the last thing I wanna add on this video is, if you're gonna buy in an area, right? If you're gonna purchase somewhere and think, hey, one day my house might be worth blank. We are at the highest market we've ever seen, right? Prices have never been higher, right? So I want you guys to realize, if you buy a house in Beaumont, currently right now there's no houses on the market for over 600,000. So if you buy a house in Beaumont for 450, it's never gonna be worth 600. In the last year, only one house is sold for over 600,000 in Beaumont. So don't be buying a house up there thinking it's gonna go huge in value, because it's just not. Each city has a maximum price, right? But if you look at Corona and Riverside, there's 136 homes over 600,000, and there's 50 or 123 over 600,000. So yes, you can buy something and maybe it go up in price because the city can control that price point. Hopefully these videos help. You gotta break down the numbers and know, listen, if you have no money, if you're under 300,000, you're just not gonna be able to buy anything. 2, if you're a seller and you're looking at these numbers and you think your house kind of falls in where we don't have a big supply right now and a huge demand, then it's time to put your house on the market. We don't know how long rates are gonna last this good. We don't know how long buyers are gonna be in the market. So remember, We can only focus on what we know now, not the future. And then the last thing I want you to realize, when you are at this maybe 4 to 5 range or 3 to 4 range, if it's a really nice house, you're gonna have the people from 500s drop down to the 400s to get your house because it's such a good property. And that's why when we're in this area over, especially like 425 and over, it's so hard because of the people that are qualified for 500. If they see a really nice house, they're gonna drop down and they're gonna be more powerful. They're probably not gonna need closing costs. They're probably gonna be putting more down. They probably can maybe pay above appraisal, things like that. And so that's why this price range on the buy side is very difficult. But this price range on the sell side is great because you have so many buyers. You gotta price your house correctly still. And you have to take great photos and make your house very presentable to the market, because there are houses out there that I'm looking at right now that should have already sold, but because their marketing is so bad, or they're probably 10, 15, 20 grand overpriced, they're just gonna sit on the market. And longer things sit, less people are looking at them, because really we only have about maybe 48 to 72 hours of your house hitting the market for us to get as many eyes on as possible, because after 72 hours, your house is gone, new houses have hit the market, and people have already forgot about it. If you're struggling to buy in this area, whoever you're working with, start going back looking at things that have been on the market for 60 days or 90 days. If you keep on getting beat out, go see what's been on the market a little bit longer. Maybe it has bad photos, maybe it's some things you can change, and you might have to put a little bit of money in or a little bit of work, or it might not be perfect, but then you get a house in the area you wanna be in, and you can always make it better. Hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, obviously always send me a message, comment below your thoughts, tag people in here that need to see these videos, and I will keep on pumping out educational videos, because bringing value to you is really what matters to me. So remember guys, we are always here to help.